Well, it's a new year. The only resolution that I have for 2026 is that it just can't be like 2025, which means I'm gonna have to basically shift everything about what I'm doing in life, all of my decision making, etc. I moved to Vancouver Island exactly a year ago. I moved here for the peace. I wanted to get away from the hustle and bustle, the survival mentality, the news, everything. I just accidentally did all of that way too hard. I officially now have zero life. I think my biggest adventure 2025 was, and I'm not even being hyperbolic here, was checking the mail. So we're gonna have to switch things up here. In terms of the church content, it was fun while it lasted. It really just started to feel like amateur therapy hour. One time I went to a church group and everyone prayed over me and I was emotional. It was the whole thing. And what I couldn't tell them was the reason why I was so emotional was because every time they talked about Judas, I was like, that's me. I'm the Judas of this group. I know one thing is not like the other. I get way more out of reading my Bible, praying to God on my own. So we're going to keep doing that. But I'm going to be taking my spiritual life private and the rest of my time to create a whole new vibe here in 2026 out on the road, and you're coming with me. First up, something that is designed specifically for both toddlers and professional athletes. I happen to be neither one of those. We're gonna do adult beginner ballet. I'm so freaking excited about this. It's taken me a year to sign up for it because it's only 1 day a week, and I was like, what's the point of going 1 day a week? But no, we're gonna switch that attitude up. We gotta do something. And the very first thing is we gotta get the fuck out of the house. Let's go.
Not gonna lie, even just putting on my semi-quasi ballet outfit today, which I just did leggings and a little ballet top, and then I have my slippers. It felt nice. It felt freaking nice. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm back. I've definitely put on a couple of LBs since the last time I tried doing beginner ballet. But I'm like, that's okay. I mean, if I'm consistent, it'll just come off of me anyway. So it's January. It's January. Got a little winter weight on. If I was too skinny, think about how much colder I would be right now. I would freeze. And it's actually almost 0 degrees here. If you're an Americano, I think, is it 32 or 37 is your freezing point? Why am I spacing on that? 32? Are you gonna stop? Are you gonna stop? Okay, the guy almost didn't stop. Bitch, don't test me, okay? I drove in LA, all right? A stick shift in LA. I drove a fucking stick shift in LA, so don't test me here, island boy. The key to feeling good for me and just having longevity and just, a little bit more pep in my step is being active, but it can't just be any type of active. I actually have to love it. And I love learning ballet. I love learning dance. I'm not good at it all. I would describe myself, and I'm not being hyperbolic, I have the exact same dance skills as Taylor Swift, to a T. And that's not saying anything. That's not being complimentary to myself. We almost have the exact same build. I think we're the same height. Maybe it's a tall girl thing. It can't just be that. No, I know. I was like, wait, hold on. My best friends are super tall and they're phenomenal dancers. So it's not a tall girl thing whatsoever. I retract that statement. I'm just not a good dancer, but I love it. It's so fun. And it's funny because people are like, and you're starting ballet? The most prestigious, judgmental, the most critical sport on the planet. It's look, I'm not going to be an actual ballerina. I'm going to learn some basics, and if I could learn a little combination across the floor. I mean, okay, at the end of my almost 6 months a couple years ago doing beginner ballet, we had a recital, okay? And I think I did 3 different dances. And actually my now partner, my boyfriend, came to the recital. He was like, who's that girl? He was like, you were so confident. And I remember I was so friggin' nervous that I just was 1, 2, 3, overcompensate. And I just was like, I'm gonna be in jazz, sorry, I'm gonna be in ballet hands like you've never seen before. Here we go. I remember healing something in my inner child, getting to do that recital, 3 different dances. Oh my God, I miss it so friggin' much. I miss it so much. It's the only thing in life that's constant is change. It's nothing ever stays the same, even when it's good. And that was one thing I really loved in my life. It brought so much freaking joy. Okay guys, I'm kind of excited again. I'm so excited to be going to ballet class. It's okay if it's only 1 day a week. It's better than nothing. And I can always practice at home. You know what I mean? Like, we got to just start somewhere, because that's a pretty shitty attitude of me to have, to be like, I don't want to do anything that lights me up if I can't do it all the time. That's just a bad attitude. Just bad attitude. Oh my gosh, there's snow on the mountain. Not surprised. Who am I kidding? I don't get out much, as you can see. It's another thing about my 2026 needs to be better than 2025. We're getting out more. We may be on a remote island on Western Canada, which is physically beautiful, but there's not much city life. There's not much culture. There's not a whole lot. But you know what? There's got to be some good stuff. There's got to be some good stuff. And like, I'm going to discover it. And I'm going to discover it with a new lease on life, which is YOLO. I'm never going to look this hot again in my life. Hit record, put the camera on, bring the people along. All 30 subscribers, appreciate you. Okay, so just finished. I'm out of breath, I'm sweating. I thought it was gonna be like, and this is first position, and this is second position, and this is what your toes are, and this is what your calves are, and like, no. She was like, okay, who's taken this class before? And like, half the class is like, me, I've been taking this like circuit multiple times. Nobody has like a ballet background. Nobody has like previous dance experiences. She gets around to me and I was like, oh, I did like adult beginner for 6 months 2 years ago. She's like, sounds great. You start on the floor. I forgot that you have to fucking be a memorization expert. You have to be a pattern expert. Like, I was like, holy shit, I forgot how much everything is like and up and arms and first, okay, and then open a second. Some of it came back to me. It was beginner friendly, but it was definitely like I'm throwing you into the deep end and we're not fucking around. So like, we also did across the floor. We did a little bit of bar. We did combination. We did a little baby combination, and I was like, it took me months to build up to this 2 years ago. So all that to say, I wish this class was 4 days a week. It's only 1 day a week, but she did say that I could come on Saturday mornings to her technical class. She says it's a little bit more like workout-y for ballet. I don't even know, but I'm gonna go because, girl, I fucking loved it. So like, Jillian, I think that's the teacher's name, Jillian, girl, there's a class that comes in right after ours, which is more advanced. And I was like, oh, that's all I needed to see. Because I was like, bitch, I'm coming to that class. She's like, yeah, give it a few weeks. I was like, yeah, I'm coming. My other ballet teacher would tell you, like, Candace is like a dog with a bone. Like, as soon as I see better people, I'm like, I got to do that. That being said, there's not much grace. There's a lot of like, it feels like you're tapping your head and rubbing your tummy with your other hand at the same time. There's a lot of that. Your brain is like, it's the best fucking workout of my life. I fucking love it so much. It's so challenging. I love it so much. It's so classical music. I'm so excited, you guys. The other thing that I would say, whoever designed LED headlights on a vehicle, I'm blind. Okay? Do you see my eyes reflecting back to you like a fucking cat in the night? Sorry. Drives me crazy. How can that be good for you? It literally hurts your eyes. I know I sound like a fucking grandma now, but I don't give a shit. But I'd like to go back to regular lights. Okay. I'm all amped up now, you guys. I'm amped up because I feel like I fucking found my thing. I'm so excited. But I'm so excited. I would describe learning ballet like it's so challenging, but like mentally, it's like learning to write perfect calligraphy with your non-dominant hand. And like, by the way, I have to write it right now. We're gonna write the word gladiator, and we're gonna do GLADI. We're gonna learn it. Now we're gonna do it faster and faster and faster and faster. Now you gotta do it backwards. Now you gotta do it like this. Oh, and don't forget to dot the I and swirl the fucking N right here. And don't forget to point your toes. And don't forget your hips. And blah, blah, blah. My brain was like, the amount of shit that you have to remember as a newbie, the amount of like new neural pathways that I'm creating, girl! I feel smarter already, but also you feel so stupid because when you're in there, it's like, and then, like, we're not even talking about like, I have to have some level of grace. There is zero grace happening. I look like a robot. It's very military. Like, I would be very good in the army. I feel like I'm built for the army, but I want to be a ballerina. Or at least I want to fake it as a ballerina. You know what I mean? I want to like kind of I wanna pass as a ballerina. Like, oh, did she used to dance once in her life? She must be an ex-dancer who hasn't danced in 50 years. If I even got that, I'd be like, okay, I'm doing A-okay. I was humbled by how quickly my muscles were seizing, cramping, twitching, how inflexible I was. She came over, she's like, oh, I'm gonna use Candace as an example, like grabs my leg and like lifts it up. And I like, at least I'm funny. I like toppled over, like when the whole class laughed, and like I didn't care. I was like, whatever. But I think she thought I was gonna be so much better than I was. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm gonna email the studio mañana and ask them if they have any demand for another class a week, because once a week is just not enough. Like we have to get at least 2 in, and then I'm gonna do the Saturday technique class. Also, I seriously need to get a fucking job so that I can pay for my new hobby. Oh my God, I fucking loved it. I fucking love it. Okay, have a great day.